I have a whole box of hoop earrings that I love. I just get them from the beauty supply store in all different sizes. I love them. My favorite look was probably, we did a lot of dresses, but I loved the pantsuit, the blazer, and the pants, and it looked kind of like a romper. It was really sophisticated and sexy. Falls on my body really nicely, which is hard to find for my body shape, so I'm always a really big fan of that because it's rare. My vibe in music is probably feel good. It's not a genre, but it feels good. You can listen to it in the morning or in the car or whatever. I've been singing kind of my whole life, but I probably started in musical theater. That's where I learned the most when I was 14. I think my mom and my grandma, a lot of people in my family sing, not professionally, but they can all carry it too. I'm gonna release music soon. I always record stuff and then I listen to it too much, so I start to hate it. So I just have to trust myself, and hopefully something comes out this year. I would describe my fashion style as relaxed and clean. What inspires me fashion-wise, I think my sister does. She's really thrifty and creative, and I think women that are shaped like me, I find a lot of them on Instagram and blogging and stuff. I like that a lot. I cannot leave the house without my giant jug of water, probably a tinted chapstick, and I think a hat. I always have a hat. A typical day off for me is a steam room or a sauna, or I take a bath. I cuddle with my dog a lot, go for walks. I just chill really hard. My funniest red carpet moment is this photo of me at an opening show. It was a show, I can't remember. There's a red carpet photo of me, and I'm wearing track shorts and this really ugly green button up, and then my makeup just looks horrid, and I tried to make my zits moles, and they looked, and my eyebrows were so crayons, and my hair looked crazy. I was maybe 18, and I just had on too much bronzer all over my face, and it's one of the first photos that pops up on Google. I gotta get it taken down. What inspired me to get into acting was I was an only child, so I used my imagination a lot. And I moved around because my dad was in the Navy, so I would just adapt to my environment and be different people everywhere I moved. Sometimes I didn't bother to even make friends. I would just watch people and be really weird and shy. I've been acting overall for 8 years, but I did theater before that. So, majority of my life. One of the first roles I was cast in, I think that I was most proud of, was Dope. What made Dope special was the success that we didn't know it was going to have, and that it was kind of our first time, all of us, even Rocky and Chanel, and none of us had really done something like that before. I don't think you always feel when you're making something special. It's rare for that to happen. For the most part, you know that there's a lot of movies that go unnoticed that are really good. And Dope that kind of happened to Dope. It wasn't until it was streaming online that a lot of people saw it and liked it. So in the fall, I have Flatliners 2 coming out, which is a sequel to the original that came out in the 90s. We're kind of going to revisit the storyline set more so in the future. This November, I'm making a cameo in Justice League as Iris West, and it's the first time that you meet her before we get to see her in The Flash with Ezra Miller. And it was my first time doing something so extravagant like that, and it filmed in London, and that's one of my favorite places. Only Living Boy in New York is the first movie that I made with people that I looked up to, I'd worked with a lot of great people, but not people like Jeff Bridges. And obviously Cynthia Nixon. When I think about filming a movie in New York, I think that it's like sex